We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. To Smith and Jigba. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Arizona defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Foster. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
Those two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle.
penalty. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Here we go. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Foster. This ball taken in here by Brooks. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
11 yards for number 11.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Arizona defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Now Foster to throw on first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker fighting him off. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Ready, check, hurt, hurt.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, check.
Back to throw. Foster. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down now, Yancey. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, Yancey. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Yancey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Cardinals had 5 and 6 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll keep it on the ground. Yancey, 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Yancey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Foster looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Yancey, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Murray looking to change the play here. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Oh, he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. Throwing again, Murray. he had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation,
now a hit and a loose football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Here's Murray. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Let's go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Yancey, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Walker. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Foster. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's Foster on 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
defense was moving them a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of length for that. But maybe
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're right up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 49 yards there, a big one.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on 1st down. Yancey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have come back to make it a 2-point game. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And
but he takes it up to the 40. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Foster. Short pass to Howard. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
17 yards. First down, Seattle.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Foster looking to throw on 2nd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Cards are right back in this football game.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A heck of a move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Yancey, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Up the middle they go. Yancey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. But
he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Ready, check.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Foster. He finds his man. Complete. It's Brooks. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Foster. This is caught. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Ready.
Back to throw. Foster. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 13.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey.
Back to throw. Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away. Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Able to find Judy, and they work this well upfield across the 45. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Murray's throw there into the hands of Ross. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Go.
2 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's a 1st and 10 now. Now Murray. And bulldozing his way through. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Murray to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They came after him. He couldn't get away. And this remains a 2-point game. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The Cards